Hello everyone, it's Mike here from RC Revolutions. I'm just going to make a quick video here. Actually, sorry, not a quick video. I'm just going to make a quick build on my AXIAL YETI. I've got some upgrades for it, just some standard stuff that helps it perform a little bit better and give it some extra bling. So the first one here is going to be these here, the Vanquish KMC XD795 wheels. We got two sets of those. And we've also got the Vanquish. These are the front shock adjusters. These are for a wider stance, so it also stands a bit higher. And then also we've got the Yeti front shock tower, which is this guy right here. I've already got some upgrades already done to this thing. I've got the Vanquish, I guess the main runners here, I can't remember what they're called, but the main suspension arms there. Upper titanium's here. I'm still waiting for these anti-roll bars here to come in. And I've just got the regular lockouts, and I've got some RC four-wheel drive hub extenders on here, which you can see I've broken one off because they're standing a little too far. I also got a Curry centered axle coming in. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that on here or if I'm going to just do the OCP on here, but yeah, we'll do a nice little build on this and see how she performs. Oh, and I'm also running, sorry, but into G front C hubs with steering knuckles. It's not too bad, it runs pretty decent. I haven't broken or bent them yet, so yeah, we'll see how everything looks. Okay. Aren't those beautiful? So, like I said, when you're opening up your stuff, you always get a bunch of stuff. So, you get, of course, KMC wheels, the stickers. So, everyone loves stickers. You get your two full sets of wheels and bead locks. So, see right there, very well made. Just sexy looking tires, or wheels, sorry. Very well machined. You know, even the bead lock ring that goes inside the tire is very well made as well. And then, of course, the rear bead lock, which buttons everything up. Now, the one thing I love about this is it's very detailed. Pull these both out. Okay. Now, it comes with your screws for your bead lock and for your the Vanquish hubs. So that's that one there. Comes with these two very small Allen keys. Most people have these. I can't seem to find my smallest one. And then there's about 40 of these little tiny button head screws and like a set screw in there. So that's what you need to put in all of these outside holes here. So these are the button head ones here. And then on the inside there, or sorry, the inside here, these are the button nose, and then these are the set screw ones that go around this edge here. So we'll start doing this. I'm not going to do an entire video of bolt mold this together because that'll just be boring. I've already pre-built one set to see how everything went together, and it went pretty smoothly. Just a lot and a lot of screwing. Okay. So I guess I will start with these button screws here. Those little tiny guys. Those are going to go on the inside here. Now, you want to use just a very small amount of bead lock. Just put literally, oh, of course I just dropped it. Find it afterwards. You get a bunch of extras too, so if you do happen to lose one of these small screws or the set screws, don't freak out because you do get a couple extra ones. So like just a very minute amount. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Focus. Oh, anyway, I keep dropping the bloody thing. Just give them a little bit of a snug, because these screws are never coming out. So you never have to worry about them seizing in there. So you could use a little bit more, but the reason why I use just a little bit of beadlock is because you don't want to make a mess of the rest of the unpolished or the polished aluminum here. Alright, so I've got all the screws in. It took about 15 minutes, not too bad. So now you're going to need these button head screws right here. And then you're also going to need, you're going to need the short ones, and you're going to need the long ones. The long ones are to start off by seating the beadlock all the way down, and then you replace them with the short ones afterwards. It's just basically to make a proper seat without warping or bending the rim itself. So you just separate those from the actual hub screws. Yeah, there should be one more there. Perfect. Now, I'm not one to just waste something or throw it away or put it away or just put it in storage. So I'm going to be using my older tires. They're not old. They've probably only got about 3 or 4 cells on them. And these are the Rock Beast 2s. And these are made by Pitbull. Very, very, very sticky rubber, very soft. They'll work great for the Yeti application. Just don't use them on concrete because you'll constantly flip and break some stuff. Great for dirt, snow, pretty much everything other than concrete and asphalt. So these guys work. I'm pretty sure everyone out there has done this a million times, but heck, whatever. I'm going to do another video. So once you get your beadlock ring in there, now these rings doesn't matter which way you have them, it's going to work either way. And make sure that when you're doing your rims, if you have directional tires, that means that they only work better. They work better in one direction. Make sure you have it set up properly for left side and right side. So you just want to seat that in there. Now this takes a bit of shimming to get it in there. I did it on the first try. Look at that. So once you get that set, I'm just going to put that down there. Should have had these guys ready. And then you're going to grab your beadlock. So what I like to do when I get started on this, before I start getting everything pressed in and set, I like to basically just put the beadlock in there like that, take the longer button nose screw, and then just get it seated. Because once you get it seated, it'll make it a lot easier to get the beadlock ring, the beadlock from the bead on the wheel, the tire. Oh, okay. I like to put it on here because basically what happens is it makes it a lot easier to get the tire bead inside the locking ring. So everyone's told you this probably a million times before, you just want to massage it in place. What I like to do is get a little bit of tension on it because these wider tires on these thinner rims makes it a little more difficult to get the beadlock in there. So you just kind of slowly massage it. I don't know if you can see it in there. And then you just kind of screw her down a little bit. And you just massage it in and out. Same thing on this side. I only put 2 or 3 of these in at a time. Usually pretty good at setting these guys up. So then you just want to have a look all the way around that she's going to be seating. Just a couple little pinches here and there will generally get it lined up. And you just tighten her up. As long as there's no binding, she should work pretty good. So I'm also going to put my short one in here. Now you can see that I'm starting to get a bit of rubber coming through. So all you got to do is just pull and she'll come out. Or just take a little bit of tension off the beadlock ring. You can also use this guy here. Newer tires will seat a lot better. Just because these have been on several different rims, or sorry, one set of rims before, it just means it's going to be a little bit harder to get them in there. So once you get it seated, just tighten her all the way down. And do it in a crisscross pattern because you don't want to warp the ring. And then once you get it where you got like a hair of gap between the rest of it, just put the short button nose in there. And you want to tighten them up so they're snug. I do not recommend using beadlock on these, just because You want to be able to get them off, and you don't want to have to grind through your tires and rims to get these off if they ever get seized on. Okay, your little ones, you can button those all the way down. You pull your long ones all the way out. These are just to get it all set and seated. Okay, so you pull those out for the next one, or spares afterwards. You want to make sure it's a nice tight gap all the way around. And if it's done correctly, it should keep all the air in there, and you should have a nice consistent bead all the way around. Same thing here, you should have no popping or swelling. You should be able to basically pinch it and none of the beads should come out. These guys hold it very tight compared to obviously the plastic ones, probably even Intigi. I've never ever had a Vanquish rim have a tire pop out on me, so